For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review on a really nice inflatable full awning from Sunncamp. So this here is the Sunncamp Icon Air. So the Icon Air is something that was introduced new for the 2018 season and carries on into the 2019 season pretty much unchanged. The joys of it boasts a really nice depth of sort of 325, so they're good when we have a look inside it in just a moment. You can see obviously the extra bit of depth really helps necessarily make it feel sort of utilising the awning space you've got. Naturally, this is different to likes of camper awnings because it's essentially a full awning, so it goes all the way through the rail up along the top, which firstly obviously is better for sealing, so you have no draft coming down the outside, but then it's also you're not going across any windows as well, so you are maximising sort of the full length of the caravan itself. There are different models. Obviously, we do anything from a size 11 up to a size 18. When you get to sizes 11 to, I think, 13 or 14, it essentially is a 2-panel. So rather than the 3-panel we have here, it's essentially just 2 front panels, just because obviously the caravans are a little bit smaller as well. Generally, this uses sort of Sunncamp sort of 300D fabrics. It's a really nice, strong fabric they've used for a number of years now. It's something that's quite different. Like I say, you won't really see many inflatable full awnings on the market anyway, especially with something that's generous as much of a depth. You've got some nice PVC draft and mud wall skirts attached to the bottom, so you can get a really good coverage throughout. And the thing also that's also quite interesting is that you've got multiple inflation and deflation points. So the bottom of every single beam, you've just got a typical sort of Boston valve. So in theory, you could have best part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of inflation points or pumping up as such. You can check out our own Attwoolls pitching and packing videos that we've done on this model, which is just pretty much just once you fade it for a rail, put the pump in. We just use an electric pump, set the pressure, sit back, relax, watch it go up, and just peg it out. So it can be pretty much done a one-man job. It does probably take a second person just to help feed it through the rail, just making life a little bit easier. But the joys of that, yet again, is that you can remove all of the panels, so yet again to help make the weight a bit lighter, and it roughly runs, the larger sizes run about 30 kilograms once you've removed the panels, which isn't actually too bad for a full awning when you think about the likes of sort of Isabella or Dreamers and things like that sort of stuff. But nice little model. One thing to also mention as well is obviously that included in the Icon, we've got these lovely mesh panels that can be put in place of the front panels and also the side panels as well. There is an optional annex you can look at, which is also inflatable, and it positions sort of kind of on the angle here, and same on the other side. The joys of it actually is kind of like a tall annex, so you can pretty much stand up in the same height as you've got here, so you can pretty much stand up in it. There's a back compartment with a mesh part as well, and an inner bedroom all supplied with it, so that's a really good option. Again, one single awning will take 2 annexes if you wish. All of the things like the guy ropes and storm straps are included with it as well, so there's no extra cost involved. The only thing probably to consider as an extra would be something like a pump, like an electric pump. A manual one is supplied with it, but you've also things they do bespoke carpets made specifically for it. Those we sort of order them in as and when you need them, so you can always contact us before that, and we can get it in all ready for you. But really nice model. Like I said, the joys is one of those first kind of things on the market. It's like the people who love full awnings and love the concept full awnings and don't want necessarily the draft come in. That's where this is really good. Comes with a draft skirt as well, just for the bottom of the awning rail. But generally, impressive model. We'll have a look on the inside, have a bit more of a feel for it, and talk through a few other extra features about that as well. So let's see what it's got to offer. So now in the Icon, you can kind of get a bit more grasp. And the first thing, like I was talking about on the outside, was the depth. 3.25 meters is a very generous depth, and that helps certainly to make yourself not feel like when you come out of the caravan you're on top of everything, all the furniture, anything you want to leave out the front here, and that's a really key thing. That extra depth and again a good amount of height throughout the awning makes it sort of feel light and airy inside. Again, with having the big panels at the front, gives you plenty of lighting when you want to, but then you've also got curtains to get the privacy as well. So as you see from the side here, what you've got is kind of like a blank curtain go behind it. You can create almost like a caravan style curtain effect by zipping up the middle, swaggling back like so. There's little retainers there just to kind of keep it at bay. Alternatively, if you want to make it sort of more like a tenty type style, you can kind of unzip each way, flip it over the top, and then you've got plenty of light coming in, but also privacy down below. Similar thing can be done actually with all of the side panels, sorry, front and side panels. That there's a little pocket here, and you get one single kind of veranda pole supplied with it, and that allows you to just create, as the name suggests, a bit of a veranda inside the actual wall itself. So you tension it, snap it on, and then again the whole top piece here. And then sort of kind of come straight over, and again you've got a good circulation of air, which is brilliant. The front mesh panels, like I said, really do help, and the side mesh panels go well. Like this part here, as we can see from the inside, can be replaced by an inflatable annex, which we talked about on the outside. Yet again, a great way of sleeping extra people, necessarily not inside the caravan, but in the main part of the awning as well, as well as using it for extra storage space. With the annexes in place, you've still got a side door which you can come in and out of, and yet again you've got mesh built onto that one, so you can get a good circulation there, which is brilliant. The whole system runs also from multiple inflation points and also deflation points as well, and it gets distributed from these little valve taps. You can isolate each individual beam, so if you have an issue with one, you can literally just isolate it to that single point, take it out, repair it, or if you need to replace the ladder, put it back in. There's no difference like a garden sort of hose type thing. That's brilliant. Yet again, when you come to other little features you may not see on the custom things are a little storage pocket here for lighting. So we do a load of flat lighting from like sort of camper, saber lights, or the Mango new Flexi system, and those just feed in there, offer extra interior lighting, so you're not relying on the caravan awning light, which is always never the best really. So a night's evening, remote control, that's all. And you've got positions not only the point here, but also in the roof part up here as well, which is really quite nice. Other features that you may not necessarily see on the custom things as well is a little beading on the bottom of the awning channel. That allows you to put storage pockets against the caravan. You can just kind of declutter the main part of the awning space. All of the pegs, like I said, and sort of ladders all come with it, as well as draft skirts for the main part of the awning. So you're going to get everything you really need. The only thing, like I said, to talk about was the carpets, and we kind of orders in bespokely made for it. But check out our own pitching packing video. That's kind of our little video review on the Icon, and certainly something that offers a lot to it. It's quite different out there in comparison to other manufacturers. So really impossible model. Check out our pitching packing videos and the other videos we have on other models in there. If not, come in store, see it, touch it, see it in the flesh, and see actually what you're buying, which always is personal my preference. But any problems or queries, let us know in the comments below, or turn your contact us directly at attwoolls.co.uk.